Hey folks, Craig here from Push Patterns. In this video we're looking at 5 progressions that feature heavily within trap music. I won't just be showing you them, I'll be demonstrating how you can program them into Ableton so you don't need to download any free MIDI pack, you can do it yourself. Now I really suggest you do it yourself because you're not only going to teach yourself MIDI sequencing skills, but also you're going to start understanding how chord progressions are structured and how you can start creating your own. We're going to utilize Ableton's scale feature, so it will ensure that you don't need any previous music theory knowledge, you just need to be able to count. Also, what I've done is I've organized these chord sequences, I've put them in order of my personal favorite. So starting with the least to my favorite all-time trap chord progression. So stick around to the end to see which one I think is the best. Okay, let's jump in and get to it. So first one we're going to look at is the 1, 7, 6, 7. And that's within a minor key. So let's look at how we translate that into Ableton world. So if I double click on an empty clip slot, make sure the length is to 4. Turn on this scale function here. So scale, it will look like this if it's not turned on. I've selected F minor. What I'm doing is I'm just going to expand this window here. Make sure the headphone dial's engaged and choose an octave I like to work in. This one's great. So what I'm going to do, F is the first chord, and then count backwards. First one, we'll go back to 7, 6, back to 7. Then all we do to harmonize this one note is we just count 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay, so we've always got a note in between. So, and again, 1, 2, 3. And we do this for each chord. Okay, so let's hear the chord sequence. Cool, sounds cool. Now let's hear that in the context of a beat. Okay, so let's jump on to the next one, which is our 1, 6, 1, 5. So same thing again, I've got a clip prepared. That's 4 bars length with F minor scale. So we're just going to 1, and then the 5 is C. Oh, sorry. 1, 6, 1, 5. Okay, then we harmonize that. So remember, missing a note out. Okay, so let's hear that chord sequence on its own. Let's hear that in the context of a beat. Next one is 1, 7, 6, and then a major 5 chord. Okay, so within the key of F natural minor, the 5th chord is usually a minor, but we're going to make it major, which makes it harmonic minor. Don't worry too much about theory, just sounds cool, and I'll show you how you do that. Okay, so we're going outside of this scale function, okay? And I'll show you how to do that. So again, we're going 1, then we go 7, 6, 5. Okay, and then harmonize it. Now, this is where, because now this would be C minor if we harmonize it. So I'm going to turn the scale feature off. Oh, sorry. So I'm going to go and unfold the scale here. So it shows me all the right notes, but also I got the option to play the wrong notes, which are grayed out. There you go. So I got a bit confused there. We'll put the fold back on. And let's hear that one. Cool. Let's hear that in the context of a beat. Great. Okay. So I didn't realize I already started my top 3. So that was my top third. This is my top second one. Okay. The next chord sequence is a bit of a spicy one. We had some extra notes added in to give extra kind of flavors to the chords. So this is my number 2, which is, it's a 1 chord with a 7 in. Then we've got the 6th chord with an add 9. And then we've got the 3rd chord with an add 9. Don't worry if you don't quite understand that terminology just yet. I'm going to jump in and explain it to you. So let's start by building our general straight chords. So we're going to go 1, and then we've got 6, and then we've got our 3. I'm going to do this down the octave here. Now we're going to make the first chord last for 2 bars. So we're going to highlight these, drag them over, and then just go to the end of the MIDI note here and extend it. Cool. So now we'll build our normal chords. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now to make the 7th, we'll make this a minor 7 chord, we're going to do another 3. So 1, 2, 3. So let's highlight those 3 notes and extend them out the same length. Okay, now we're going to do the add 9 chord here. So what we'll do is create a normal chord first. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So the 9, we fill in the gap here between the first 2 notes. Then we press Command Shift up, and that gives us the 9th interval. Let's do the same with the last one. So go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, fill in the gap, Command Shift up. Okay, so let's hear how that sounds. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to do a bit of an arrangement of those notes. So we're going to change the order so they're not straight, kind of like root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. We're going to take them across the octave. So what that will do, that will highlight extra kind of flavors of the chord. So let's have a look at what we're going to do here. So first thing I'm going to do is get this first F note and press Command Shift down. I'm just going to put it down the octave. Then I'm going to get the third note of the chord. I'm going to press Command Shift up and put that up. Okay. Here I'm going to get this D. I'm going to put that down the octave. So I'm going to get this chord here, and I'm going to also put the 3rd up the octave. This chord, I'm going to put the root note down the octave as well. So let's hear what that sounds like now. It just kind of spreads the chords out a little bit because we've got a few more notes. If we have them all in quite close proximity to each other, they can feel a bit clustered or a bit kind of gathered together. You can get a bit claustrophobic. So by spreading them across the octave, you give the chord room to breathe, and it makes the ear easy. It's easier for the ear to be able to hear those individual new flavors you've added in. So let's hear that in the context of a beat. Cool, that's a nice one. That's nice and jazzy, that one. Okay, congratulations. You made it all the way to the end of the video. So you're here to see my number 1 chord sequence for trap music. And super simple, just 1 to the 4. So 1st chord to the 4th chord. So I've already got it midied out here. So it's just super simple in its root position. So you got F and B flat. Let's hear that in the context of a beat. So I hope you found these 5 essential chord sequences really handy. If you notice, a lot of them use the same chords. You've got your 1, 7, 6. They use so much. Lots of trap music uses these same chords. Experiment with different kind of combinations of these chords and different durations. Hope you found this video helpful. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've got any questions about what we covered today, don't forget to put them down in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks for now. Hope to see you again on the channel soon. Bye.